Okay, good morning. Now, I just read this article from the Dollars and Cents website. Now, you can check it out. Go to dollarsandcents.org and provides an alternative discussions to real world economics or alternatives to the corporate business news that you get in certain corporate media outlets. So, I just wanted to talk about this article I just read. And it has to do with No Country for Old People. I mean, the U.S. is no country for old people. And they're right about that. Because I looked at the stats, and they have more younger people there than they have here in Canada. So you can see the percentages and the stats. You can see how this is going and how you get a general idea of how the elderly are often treated in the United States. And from looking at this article, they're not treated very well. In fact, I think you would have to have a whole lot of money to retire. You have to have a whole lot of money and a lot of money saved in order to retire in the United States. Because Social Security, they don't pay enough money as it is. And they have a lot of policies that prevent elderly people from getting any money. I mean, think about this. They're shut out in the job market, and they're shut out from society pretty much as a whole. And I know the government has policies that mistreat elderly people, especially economically. And Social Security don't pay enough, as I said. So oftentimes, old people have to get out of retirement and continue to work to the day they die. And with them living in those apartments, with often have high rents to begin with, and food prices going up, and the price of goods and services going up, and everything else. It's very hard if you're an old person living in the United States. And look at healthcare. Most Americans are not insured. So, just got to tell you right there the kind of life that they live in the U.S. I mean, they have to pay for health care because oftentimes when you get older, you get sicker too. And you need more health care. And you need more care generally. So, it's just one of these things that government has to put a grip on. They have to keep up on it. And I'm just surprised that the Obama administration, after all these years, has taken over the White House. They haven't really spoken about these issues relating to the elderly. So, I mean, you think about this. We're all going to get old. There's nothing you could do about that. I mean, age catches up with everybody, including myself. I mean, even the most youngest people, they don't really think about stuff like this until the years and time goes by and they get old. We're all going to get old. But I'm wondering about the situation here in Canada. But we have differences. We have benefits to help elderly people. But still, most elderly people are in poverty, still live in poverty. And it's worse in the United States. And especially it's worse among colored people of color in the United States. Because people of color, they have no savings. Especially blacks and Hispanics population, they have no money at all. I mean, how can they have money? They don't even have jobs. They get discriminated against in the job market. I mean, racial discrimination still plays presence in the job market. So, I mean, how could they have a retirement fund? They don't have the money. And unemployment among these two groups are very high. So, I mean, especially if you're you're elderly, if you're over 65 years old. And the problem in the U.S. is only about to get worse as the aging population increases. So they're right about this, whoever wrote this article. The U.S. is no country for old people. And they're right. That's my take on this.